Hey, so I'm back again with one of my most asked questions. So, for anyone that has a thin file, a lot of us did not grow up knowing about credit. I didn't. It takes that time to learn, but it's never too late. So, let's say if you have a thin file and you don't really have anything on your credit and you're wanting to know how to what's needed to have a good profile. I want to cover some of the things that are needed to have a good profile, okay? The first thing that you want to have, and I know some people may be iffy about getting credit cards, but you have to have a credit card. Like, you cannot achieve good credit without a credit card, okay? Now, you have to be able to manage your credit card, but it is needed. A good profile, you at least have a minimum of 2 credit cards. And if you have a thin file and you're not able to get, some of those primary cards, you are able to apply for a secured card. If you are banking with someone, build that relationship with your bank. Ask them, apply for a secure card. Most banks, I know I bank with Navy Federal. Most banks, you have to have a minimum of like 200 in your savings, and then you're able to get that secured card, okay? Now, when you get that secured card, you want to pay attention to how you use that card. Utilization is 30% of your score. So if you do not have a credit card, then you have nothing to help you in that category, okay? So it is important to have at least a minimum of 2 credit cards. So we said a secured card. You can do Indigo, Capital One has a good card as well. And I will also provide some options. I'll drop a link where you can actually click on it. Even on my Instagram, if you click in my bio, it will open that up where you'll see some good credit building cards. Okay, so that's one. So the first thing, credit cards. So you need to have a minimum of 2 credit cards, and you need to have at least 1 short-term loan. What is a short-term loan? A short-term loan is anything that is 24 months and under, okay? A lot of people have probably heard of self-lender. Self is a good thing to have. One thing, a lot of people get self and they're like, oh, well, I got self and it didn't jump my score up a lot, or self the main thing you want out of self is it helps in your mix of credit, which is 15%. And then it helps with your payment history. Your payment history is the biggest percent of your score. That's 35%. Okay. So you want to make sure, my advice, if you get self, put it on auto pay. So the last thing you want is a late payment on your self account. The last thing you want, period, when you're rebuilding is a late payment. Start putting things on auto pay. Okay. It took me a while to fall in love with auto pay, but do it. Credit Strong is another one that you can do. I'll have those as well. You're able to click those links as well in my bio, okay? So you want at least, let's get back to where we at. Remember, a minimum of 2 cards, 1 short-term loan, and then 1 long-term loan. And long-term loan could be if you're making a purchase on a vehicle. If you're finance a vehicle that's reporting every month, that's a long-term loan. Most likely it's over 24 months. What else your student loans are normally like your oldest accounts. And I want to touch base on student loans because I'm sure I get this question a lot about student loans. So we'll definitely dive into student loans. But I just want to quickly come on here and tell you guys what makes up a good file. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know. Feel free to book a consultation. So just to recap, a good credit profile when you are building, and it doesn't matter how many cards you have if you do have more than 2, but at minimum, you want to have 2 credit cards, 1 short-term loan, and then 1 long-term loan. And that starts you on the process of building a healthy file. Okay. If you have any questions, like I said, let me know. Thank you.